Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button because today we're diving into something really exciting. We're talking about the top 4 Chinese mini cars that are absolutely perfect for parents who need to navigate busy city streets. Tight parking spots and those endless school runs, trust me. These little machines are game changers and they're redefining what we expect from compact city cars. So why are we focusing on Chinese mini cars? Well, the Chinese automotive industry has been quietly revolutionizing the small car segment. They're packing incredible technology, safety features, and surprisingly spacious interiors into these compact packages. And the best part, they're doing it at prices that won't make your wallet cry. These aren't your typical cramped city cars anymore. These are smart, efficient, and stylish rides that parents will actually love driving. Now, before we jump into our countdown, let me tell you what makes a perfect parent-friendly city car. You need easy maneuverability for those narrow streets and chaotic parking lots. You need enough space for car seats, strollers, and all that kid gear we somehow accumulate. You want excellent fuel efficiency or even better. Hybrid or electric options to save on running costs. Safety features are non-negotiable because we're talking about precious cargo here. And of course, it should have enough tech to keep everyone entertained and connected. So with all that in mind, let's get started. Coming in at number 4, we have the BYD Seagull, and let me tell you, this little bird is making some serious waves. BYD has absolutely nailed the design here. It's got this adorable yet modern look that doesn't feel cheap or plasticky. The front end has these lovely rounded headlights that give it a friendly face, and the overall silhouette is surprisingly sleek for such a compact car. Now let's talk size because that's crucial for city driving. The Seagull measures just about 3.7 meters in length, which means you can squeeze into parking spots that would make other drivers weep with joy. But here's the clever part, BYD hasn't sacrificed interior space. The cabin feels airy and well-designed. You've got enough headroom and legroom for adults in the front, and the back seats can comfortably fit 2 kids with their car seats. Plus, there's a decent boot space for your shopping bags and that emergency stroller you always need to carry. The interior is where the Seagull really surprises you. You get this nice rotating touchscreen in the center. It's about 10.1 inches and it controls pretty much everything. The interface is intuitive, responsive, and honestly better than what you find in many European cars at this price point. The materials feel solid. You've got fabric seats that are comfortable for long drives. And there are enough cup holders and storage cubbies to keep all those juice boxes and snacks organized. Now here's the best part for parents. This is a fully electric vehicle. You're getting a range of around 300 to 400 kilometers depending on the variant you choose, which is more than enough for your daily city commutes. School runs and weekend errands, charging is convenient. You can use a home wall box or public charging stations. And the running costs are incredibly low. We're talking just a fraction of what you'd spend on petrol. The electric motor delivers smooth, instant acceleration, which makes city driving a breeze. You can zip through traffic, merge confidently, and there's no gear shifting to worry about. It's just simple, stress-free driving, safety-wise. BYD has included multiple airbags, ABS, electronic stability control, and even some advanced driver assistance features depending on the trim. Parking sensors and a rear camera come standard, which is a lifesaver when you're trying to park with kids distracting you from the back seat. Pricing is where the Seagull really shines. It typically starts around $7,000 to $9,000 in the Chinese market. Now availability and pricing vary by region, but even with import costs, this remains one of the most affordable electric city cars you can buy. When you compare it to previous generation city cars, the technology leap is massive. You're getting modern connectivity, better safety, and zero emissions, all in a package that's easier to live with every day. Moving up to number 3, we have the Wuling Bingo. And if you haven't heard of Wuling, you're missing out on one of China's most practical car brands. They're famous for creating vehicles that just make sense for everyday families. And the Bingo is a perfect example of that philosophy. The design of the Bingo is cheerful and modern. It's got this two-tone color scheme option that makes it stand out in a sea of boring city cars. The front fascia is clean with sharp LED headlights, and the overall proportions are really well balanced. It's slightly larger than the Seagull at around 3.9 meters, which gives you that little bit of extra interior space without making it difficult to maneuver. Step inside and you immediately notice how well thought out everything is. The dashboard layout is simple and functional. There's a digital instrument cluster that's clear and easy to read at a glance. And you've got another touchscreen infotainment system that handles navigation, music, and vehicle settings. What I really appreciate is the amount of natural light. Large windows all around make the cabin feel spacious and help you see everything when you're navigating tight city streets. The seats are surprisingly comfortable. They've got good support for longer drives. And the rear seats can fit 2 adults or 3 kids comfortably. There's even decent legroom back there, which is impressive for a car this size. The boot is practical too, enough space for a collapsible stroller, groceries, and sports equipment, and if you fold the rear seats down, you've got quite a generous cargo area. Like the Seagull, the Bingo is fully electric. You're looking at a range of around 330 to 410 kilometers, depending on the battery pack you choose. The larger battery option is definitely worth considering if you do occasional longer trips or don't have easy access to charging. The charging time is reasonable. You can get to 80% in about 30 to 40 minutes using a fast charger. The driving experience is smooth and refined. The electric motor provides enough power for confident city driving and highway merging. The suspension does a great job of soaking up bumps and potholes, which, let's be honest, are everywhere in city environments. Steering is light and precise, which makes parking and U-turns effortless. And the regenerative braking system helps extend your range while making your brake pads last longer. Safety features include multiple airbags, ABS, traction control, and hill start assist. Some variants also come with a 360-degree camera system, which is absolutely brilliant for parking in tight spots. You also get tire pressure monitoring and electronic brake force distribution. Wuling has really prioritized safety here because they know their customers are families. The pricing for the Bingo is competitive, starting around $8,000 to $10,000 in China. Again, this varies by market, but it represents excellent value when you consider what you're getting. Compared to older generation petrol city cars, the Bingo offers better technology, lower running costs, and a more refined driving experience. It's the kind of car that makes your daily routine easier rather than adding stress. At number 2, we have something really special. The Chery QQ Ice Cream, and yes, that's actually what it's called. Chery has been making cars for decades, and with the QQ Ice Cream, they've created something that's both practical and genuinely fun. The design is absolutely adorable. There's no other way to describe it. It's got this retro-inspired boxy shape that somehow looks modern and trendy. The color options are fantastic. You can get it in pastel shades, bright, vibrant colors, and even two-tone combinations. It's the kind of car that makes people smile when they see it, which is a nice bonus. The front end has these round headlights that give it character, and the overall design is refreshingly different from everything else on the road. Now, the QQ Ice Cream is the smallest car on our list at around 2.9 meters. This makes it incredibly nimble for city driving. You can literally park it anywhere. Parallel parking becomes a joke, and navigating narrow alleys or crowded markets is stress-free. But obviously, with a smaller footprint, you're making some compromises on space. The interior is surprisingly functional for its size. The front seats are comfortable with decent headroom, and there's enough storage space for your essentials. The dashboard is minimalist with a small digital display for your speed and battery level. Some variants come with a basic touchscreen for music and phone connectivity. The rear seats are really designed for kids or very short trips for adults. This is more of a 2+2 seating arrangement, but for parents with young kids doing school drops or running errands alone, it's perfectly adequate. The boot space is limited. You can fit some shopping bags or a small folded stroller, But you won't be doing any major cargo hauling, however. This is about trade-offs. You gain incredible maneuverability and ease of parking in exchange for a slightly smaller cargo area. The QQ Ice Cream is also fully electric with a range of around 120 to 170 kilometers, depending on the battery variant. Now, this might sound limited compared to the other cars we've discussed, but think about your actual daily driving. Most city commutes are well under 50 kilometers per day, so you'd only need to charge 2 or 3 times a week, and charging is quick and convenient. You can even charge it from a regular household outlet. The driving dynamics are perfect for city use. The electric motor provides zippy acceleration that makes darting through traffic fun. The turning radius is incredibly tight, making U-turns and parking maneuvers effortless. And because it's so light, the ride is actually quite peppy and responsive. It's genuinely enjoyable to drive, which isn't something you can say about many small city cars. Safety features include basic airbags, ABS, and rear parking sensors. Some variants add a rear camera, which is helpful. Chery has done a good job ensuring the structure is solid despite the compact size. And the lower top speed actually makes it safer in urban environments. Pricing is where the QQ Ice Cream becomes really interesting. It starts at around $4,000 to $6,000, making it one of the most affordable electric vehicles anywhere. This is revolutionary because it brings electric mobility to families who might not have considered it due to cost. Compared to older petrol-powered mini cars, the running costs are dramatically lower. No fuel, minimal maintenance, and cheaper insurance in many markets. And finally, at number 1, we have the BYD Dolphin. This is the car that really shows what Chinese manufacturers can achieve when they pull out all the stops. The Dolphin isn't just a good city car. It's a genuinely impressive vehicle that competes with offerings from established global brands. The design of the Dolphin is sleek and modern with a sporty edge. It's got this dynamic profile with a slightly sloping roofline that gives it a coupe-like appearance. The front end features BYD's latest design language with sharp LED headlights and a clean, minimalist grille. It looks expensive and people will definitely notice it. The size is perfect at around 4.1 meters. Big enough to be practical and spacious, but still compact enough for city driving. The interior is where the Dolphin really sets itself apart. The build quality is excellent. You've got soft touch materials on the dashboard, well-damped switches and buttons, and an overall feeling of solidity. The centerpiece is a large 12.8-inch, rotating touchscreen that can switch between landscape and portrait mode. This is brilliant because different apps work better in different orientations. The system runs BYD's latest software, which includes navigation, streaming services, voice control, and smartphone integration. The seats are comfortable and supportive with good bolstering. They're upholstered in a nice fabric or synthetic leather depending on the trim, and they offer plenty of adjustment. The rear seats are genuinely spacious. 3 kids can fit comfortably, or 2 adults can sit back there for longer journeys without feeling cramped. Legroom and headroom are both generous, and there are rear air vents to keep everyone comfortable. The boot space is impressive at around 345 liters, which expands significantly when you fold down the rear seats. You can fit a full-size stroller, multiple shopping bags, sports equipment, and still have room for more. There are also numerous storage compartments throughout the cabin, including a large center console box, door pockets that can hold water bottles, and even a wireless charging pad for your phone. The Dolphin comes with different battery options, giving you a range between 400 and 520 kilometers. This is proper long-range territory. You could do your entire week of city driving and even take weekend trips without worrying about charging. And when you do need to charge, it supports fast charging that can get you to 80% in around 30 minutes. The driving experience is refined and confidence-inspiring. The electric motor produces around 70 to 150 kilowatts depending on the variant, giving you brisk acceleration and effortless cruising. The Dolphin feels planted and stable even at higher speeds. The suspension is well-tuned. It handles bumps smoothly while still maintaining good body control through corners. Steering is precise with a good weight to it, and the whole car just feels more grown up and sophisticated than typical city cars. Safety is comprehensive. You get multiple airbags, ABS, electronic stability control, traction control, and hill start assist as standard. Higher trims add adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and a 360-degree camera system. This is advanced driver assistance technology that you'd expect in premium vehicles, and BYD has made it available in a compact city car. The infotainment system deserves another mention because it's genuinely impressive. It's responsive, the graphics are crisp, and it supports over-the-air updates, so your car actually gets better over time with new features and improvements. You can download apps, customize the interface, and even use it to control smart home devices. Pricing for the Dolphin starts around $13,000 to $18,000 depending on the market and variant. Yes, it's more expensive than the other cars on our list, but you're getting a significantly more car, better range, more space, superior technology, and advanced safety features when you compare it to equivalent electric vehicles from European or Japanese manufacturers. The Dolphin is often thousands of dollars cheaper while offering similar or better specifications. What really sets the Dolphin apart is how complete it feels. BYD has thought about every detail, from the quality of the materials to the user interface design to the practicality of the storage spaces. It's a car that works for families in every way. School runs are easy, weekend trips are comfortable, and you'll actually look forward to driving it rather than seeing it as a chore. So there you have it, our top 4 Chinese mini cars perfect for parents tackling city commutes. From the affordable and adorable Chery QQ Ice Cream to the feature-packed BYD Dolphin, there's something here for every family and every budget. What's really exciting is that these cars represent just the beginning. Chinese manufacturers are constantly innovating, improving and offering better value. The future of family city cars is electric. It's affordable and it's already here. So if you're in the market for a practical city car, definitely consider these options. You might be surprised at just how good they are. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments which of these 4 cars you'd choose for your family. I'll catch you in the next one. Drive safe, everyone.